Good morning. My name is Rajesh Punia. What's your full name?
My name is Mohanjit Kaur and people can call me Mo.
Okay, Mo. Do you work or do you study?
I do both. I'm studying as well as I'm performing work as well as a tutor.
Okay, tell me something about your family.
I live in a joint family and I got my in-laws family there and I got mother-in-law and then two brother-in-laws.
Okay, what do your family members do for a living?
They have agriculture work. They all boys of the house they do work at field, and then rest like the women's perform work at home. They are doing household chores.
Okay, what do you and your family like to do together?
We like cooking together because they brought new ideas and recipes through the internet, and then we find and we start making it. We all like to work together.
Nice. Okay, where do you live now?
I live in Myonkala now. That is small town situated in Haryana, India.
Okay, and what kind of place do you live in? House or a flat?
I live in a house.
Okay. Okay, describe the neighborhood that you live in at the moment.
They're very nice. They're kind people. They're not like really near to us. I mean, like we can say they are neighbor, but they are living like after like we got at the backside of my house. We got a playground. After the playground, we got neighbors, and they are really nice. They talk active. They come to our place. We share our feelings with them, and they I like their mentality.
Okay, have you ever had a full-time job?
Yes, I used to do job, checkout super job. It was about 40 hours inside New Zealand.
Okay, and what are the advantages and disadvantages of this job?
I never ever took any, I mean like I don't have any idea of disadvantages working in a supermarket. I found it's really effective to work over there because you started learning about leadership skills and then started learning about how to manage your business and then how you have to compete the market and then how you can work in a industry where you have to perform all the tasks as a business person or as a business supervisor.
Okay, have you ever had a part-time or casual job?
I used to do it when I was a student. I was not allowed to do any work like extra hours. So if you want to do it, you can do under the table. But I didn't go for it because it's illegal. So I worked for 20 hours for the retail company.
Okay, and did you enjoy your time at school?
I used to enjoy a lot because I had a good friends and then I got a good company on that time and we used to socialize together, we used to play together, we used to do homework together. So a lot of tasks we used to do together.
Okay, anything you disliked when you were at school?
I disliked sometimes the nature of the students. Like sometimes they are coming from the different backgrounds and they don't want to talk to you. They're not really talkative to you. They're introverts. They don't want to share their feelings. So this is how sometimes just about the students.
Okay. Are you studying at the moment?
Yes, I finished my level 7 and planning for level 8. But still, I am improving my English level.
Okay. What do you find most difficult about your study?
Most difficult part when I have to go for physics subject because the module was quite tough and then you have to go through all the chemical formulas and everything which is very hard to keep in mind and the rest is fine, like learning English is quite good. I'm getting good experience.
Okay, and what's your favorite pastime?
My favorite pastime was when I was a child and I used to sit in my mother lap and she used to feed me and then the time I spent with my mother, that was I can say memorable time because that time can't come back.
Okay, and why did you enjoy this time so much?
I enjoyed it because my mother was there to look after me because now I became a mother and I realized how hard it is to be a mother. So that was perfect time when I realized like.
Very nice. Okay. Do you prefer indoor or outdoor activities?
I like both because sometimes like in India we have 4 seasons, right? Winter, summer, spring and then the rain one. So you have to choose either indoor and outdoor according to the atmosphere. So I prefer both. In summer season I like playing indoor because you get all the physical activities you can perform inside as well as swimming. People can do swimming inside. That's a part of indoor.
Okay, do you belong to any clubs?
I used to when I was in England, and then there was a society, club society. They used to help people through a load of social activities.
Okay. Okay, do you read a lot?
I'm not a good reader actually, because you should have a concentration on something, then you can read properly. But sometimes, like for some people it's good, they can read a lot, but for me, unfortunately, I haven't got that skill.
Okay. Okay, and what do you like to read?
I like reading storybooks because mostly because I don't like going through the history or like the inventions and then scientist inventions and then the way they have done a lot of things, bring new technology. I don't like these kind of readings. So love reading storybooks.
Okay, what else do you like to do in your spare time?
In my spare time, I like to spend time with my child because he is a precious gift gifted by the God. And then I have to look after him. I have to realize I'm his mother and looking after for him, so that he won't forget in his time when he grown up, right? He won't be able to forget, like, this is what my mother have done for me. The struggle and the period I'm going through, I'm handling by myself because his father is living apart from us, and then it's very hard to be a father and you have to perform as a mother as well. Like, you have to handle both situations.
Okay, it's cue card time. I'm going to give you cue card. And your topic is describe a person who has had a major influence on you. And you should include in your answer who that person is, what he or she looks like, how you first met, his or her special qualities and characteristics, and why that person is so important in your life. So you can go, you have 1 minute. Here you go. You can use this one. You can note down some important point if you want. 1 minute. Okay, your time's up.
Okay.
Start, please.
The topic is a person who has had a major influence on me. That was Gurvinder Pal Singh Ji. I say Pai Gurvinder Pal Singh Ji because he is an honorable person, and with due respect we use Pai, means a brother, and that is like Pai Gurvinder Pal Singh. I met him in England, and he respects the culture where we come from because his roots are he attached with the Sikh community, and he's performing load of work for the Sikh society and for all the people, because he doesn't feel any discrimination between the people, because he loved all the community. He liked he loved visiting to Gurdwara Sahib, means temple, and he loved visiting to church, and sometimes he go to the he go to the other places, like religious places, to carry such information which can be effective for us. I met him because I wanted to get baptized. I joined Sikhism through him because of his preachings, because he used to preach a lot, because I was disconnected from my culture, and then I was digressed from my path, and then he has shown me a direction how you can move forward, how you can get a peace in your mind. And because now we live realistic life, we are a materialistic, like we are living materialistic life, and we wanted to show we are living luxurious life, and then we are somewhere we are not getting a perfect life, we are not living a perfect life, because in India, in each and every family having a conflict between their parents, because some people doesn't want to live in a single family, some want to live in a nuclear family, and then there are a load of bad evils going on, such as a dowry and child killing, girl child killing. So he is the one who is giving knowledge about and he's providing awareness among all these kind of bad among people, like how they can tackle, how they can address these issues by going through the paths of God, like how can we meet him, how can we talk to him, because he's inside us, he's residing in us, but we don't feel. We got everything from him because he's a creator, he's providing everything. He's in each and every in living being, human living beings, or in all the living beings, and then he does everything. He provides shelter to us, he provides food to us, but why don't we thank enough? He has transformed my life a lot. God has transformed, and it is due to Bhai Gurvinder Pal Veer Ji. He is the one, like he gathered like all the people into Gurdwara Sahib, and then after that he started praying, and his voice is marvelous, and then the way he sing kirtan, means a religious prayer that can that is beyond the expectation, because you feel very energetic, you feel very motivated, because I was in my family I had a lot of issues, and then he was the one. I didn't told him about my issue, but I think he's blessed by the God, because from inside he can predict like the person is feeling or suffering from something, because he got 3 girl child, and he know the way he's living. He is very kind, very charming, like over there he's living very simple life, because in India what we do, we are going towards Western culture, and then we don't follow that this is how we should be. But if we want to protect our culture, inside New Zealand he wear bana, means proper Sikh dress, like a religious uniform he wears, and then he doesn't care about like a materialistic life, like what people gonna think about him or about his personality, because I think he's been healed from internally. He's been healed through God, and through the preachers, through the people as well, because he wanted to socialize with other, wanted to know about the problems, and wanted to come up with the decision as well, because he is the one, because through the preaching, as well, through the life experience as well, because he has lost a lot. He wanted to have a boy, because he was having 3 girls, but unfortunately it was not being gifted by God due to the mistakes he have done, might be because he knows all about it, because he is the one who doing prayer a lot, like 250 hours continue prayer, not eating anything at all. But because he's crazy, because he think he's not crazy, I could say, but he have a deep faith in God. So he says to us, like, why should we have a lust for money? Why should we? Because we should be satisfied in ourselves. We shouldn't be disconnected. We shouldn't be digress. We have to look at each and everything, because if God have gifted you a life, he can gifted you a wife, he can gifted you a child, he can gifted you everything. Why should we thank enough to God? And we can stay apart from these bad evils by bringing motivation into our lives. And then this is how it has changed my life a lot. Due to him, I respect him a lot. And then the way he have preached me, I'm preaching others as well. So this is how I am promoting myself and Sikhism into the community, so that they can have profit out of it.
Okay, let me ask you some more questions. Would you say like you are easily influenced by others?
I do, because but because I'm very faithful, and I think the others are faithful too. So I quickly started following others.
Okay, and what sort of people do you like the most?
I like kind people. I like people who are honest, and I like people who respect and then care about dignity of other people's.
Okay, please give me back your card, please.
Yes, here you go.
Here you are. Thank you. Let me ask you some more questions. Like, how do you think people's attitude to life have changed over the last 100 years or so?
They have changed a lot, because technology brought a lot of changes. And due to technology, now work is fast. They can perform their work by machines rather than they have to wait. Like one example I can give here, like pigeon. They used to send a pigeon from one place to another place just to send their messages. But now we got a quick system of email or a text we can do, and people can receive within a second and they can reply us back.
Okay, and how's your behavior different to your parents' behavior?
Because of the people I met in New Zealand, because my parents They used to preach me that I have to go to the temple, I have to go to Gurdwara, I have to bow my head in front of Guru Sahib Ji, Guru Granth Sahib, the religious book we have. But unfortunately, they didn't know like where we were coming from. So I got learned from other people.
Okay, and what do you think has caused the changes? Why have people changed so much?
They have changed so much because change is good in life, because that can bring motivation in you, that can bring an enthusiastic. You can be enthusiastic enough to perform your tasks, and then this is how I think.
Okay, how is modern life better than in the past?
Could you please repeat the question?
Yeah, why not? How is modern life better than in the past?
Modern life better than the past, because in past the work was very slow, and then even though unemployment was there because there was no work to do. In India mostly people used to sit at home. One person was holding like everything. He was the financial person in the family, inside the family. But now I think it's been changed a lot. Now everybody can work, even though men's have equal right, the women's have equal right to work. And
okay, and describe the main problem that people face living in the modern world.
Over pollution, and it's the pollution. I mean, like because the air is getting contaminated, the water is getting contaminated, and land is getting contaminated as well, because people are moving from other countries, from other areas to live in a city. City are getting overcrowded, and then pollution is there because people doesn't know where to live. Congested places are there, rents are going high, and then due to private vehicles, they are like the fuel.
Any other problem like?
Any other problem such as the major problem you want to say, it's Western culture they are following, and they are having a lot of problem, because if they follow the Western culture, somewhere they lag behind their own moral values.
Okay, are there any solutions to the problems modern man is facing?
There are a lot of solutions. Because they are educated enough now, they have an awareness inside the society how they can address those problems, and they can provide a good knowledge to the people. This is how we can live. Like government should do something. They should have to make a plan for the people living under poverty, and they can made such a good. They can made a road can be broader to avoid traffic. Pollution can be cured as well. Like
okay, do you think the way we live will continue to change in the future?
I think that will, because the technology is bringing advancement into a system as well. As we were having a radio, now we got FM radio in the cars, and then in the future there will be some other system so that we can have in space as well.
Okay, who are the best role model for young people these days?
It's a difficult question, I would say, because I can't predict actually the role model for them, because I live my life by myself, and then I would like talking. I have a team to talk with them, and I have a group. I do socialize myself, but the role model, I could say that it could be actress and actors. For girls and boys, because they wanted to change themselves as them, they wanted to look like them, and this is how somewhere they are lagging behind their education and everything by following these role models.
Okay, this is the end of your interview. Thank you.
Thanks a lot.